Four friends walked into the bright blue and yellow building. The sign read, IKEA. They had a silly plan. A goofy plan. They wanted to hide inside the store all night, just for the fun of it. Just for a video. They giggled as they walked past the endless displays of furniture. Fake living rooms looked perfect. Fake kitchens gleamed under the bright store lights. The air smelled sweet, like Swedish meatballs. Fresh coffee. It was a place of endless possibilities. Sam was the quiet one, always watching. Mia was the fast one, always ready to run. Leo was the brave one, never afraid of a challenge. Nora was the planner, with the map in her hand. They found the perfect spot, a cozy bedroom set in a far corner. They thought about the likes, the views. This was going to be the best night ever. Phones off. No contact with the outside world. They heard the final closing announcements over the speakers. Rolling gates in the distance. The last customer's chatter faded away. Main lights clicked off. Only a soft humming emergency glow remained. The store fell silent. A deep, heavy silence. They had done it. But the silence didn't feel peaceful. It felt watchful. The air now felt stale and heavy. Sam shivered, though it wasn't cold.
Did you guys hear that?
A soft shuffling from a distant aisle. Slow, methodical, like someone dragging their feet. The aisles looked different now. They stretched on and on. Exit signs seemed farther away. Something was wrong. The game was over. A new, scarier game had begun. Yeah. It was getting weird. Just them against the giant store. Panic took over. They didn't scream. They just ran. They turned and fled, into a maze of children's furniture. The tall figure was gone. Vanished. As if it had never been there. The image of its blank, featureless face was burned into their minds. It was real. They had all seen it. They weren't alone. The store had inhabitants, and they didn't look friendly.
Okay, we need to be smart about this.
They huddled, eating cold, rubbery meatballs. A tiny piece of normalcy. It was a piece of paper, a crumpled note. It said, "They are blind, but they hear. Do not make a sound at night. The staff is not here to help." A warning from someone who knew the rules. This wasn't just about being lost. This was about being hunted. They had to learn the rules, fast. The night was just beginning. The hum of the lights seemed to grow louder. They needed a base, a safe place. They barricaded the entrance with heavy armchairs and stacks of flat-pack boxes. Inside, they made beds out of pillows and rugs. It felt safer. For a little while, Nora marked their fort with a star. One point of certainty in a shifting world. As the hours dragged on, the noises started. A distant crash, a soft, dragging sound. The staff on nightly patrol. They stayed perfectly still. Leo clutched a heavy metal table leg like a club. They were blind, but they could hear everything. Every rustle, every whisper, every heartbeat. Suddenly, a sound came from right outside their fort. It stood just feet away, taller up close. Movements jerky, like tangled strings. It tilted its head, listening. They held their breath. The silence stretched. Then it turned and shuffled away. They had survived their first close encounter. The staff was real, and always listening. They had to keep moving. Daylight, or what passed for it, returned. Safer, but still trapped. They had to explore. They had to find supplies. And others. No longer just scared kids, but survivors. A small community of survivors had built a settlement. Walls built from beds and shelves. Tents made from curtains and duvets. A man greeted them. His name was Jonas. They called this place the Exchange. He'd been trapped here for years. Rule, build high. Rule, stay quiet at night. Rule, always share.
Hope is a resource too.
Bags of meatballs, frozen cinnamon buns, lingonberry jam. They built watchtowers and signals with battery lamps. Sam, lookout. Mia, scout. Leo, fortify. Nora, planner. Daytime buzzed with work and barter. At night they huddled as the faceless roamed. Safety in numbers, inside a prison. After weeks in the Exchange, a new idea began to form. Escape. Most had given up, But the four still remembered the sky. Scraps gathered over years. A recurring mark. A glitched door near a wall of windows. Many have tried. None came back. Ropes from cords, fresh batteries, food and water, crude weapons from shelf brackets.
May it light your way home.
Travel by night. Use darkness for cover. Avoid the staff. Its blank head swivels, listening. The store fought back. Aisles shifted into dead ends. Finally, they saw it. A simple door with a plain metal handle, out of place in the glass. A taller one stepped out. It lunged, shattering, thundered through the aisle. It staggered. Go, now! They tumbled through the doorway, expecting pavement, but they didn't. They landed on familiar carpeting. The door was gone. The wall of windows was gone. They feared failure until they heard birds. Not another aisle, a parking lot, a blue sky with clouds. They had made it. They gasped like surfacing from underwater. The building looked normal, innocent. No one would guess the world inside. Their phones were dead. How long had it been? They were different now, changed by what they survived. They started walking, not looking back. They had a story to tell, but who would believe it? They didn't care. They were free. They were together. The wind carried the chart of their impossible journey away. They had a new rule now: never go into an IKEA for a sleepover.